Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. This is Rory and I'm Luke. We're Tahoma Homes Northwest, powered by First Point Real Estate. We are realtors in the Puyallup area, and today we're here to talk to you a little bit about the home inspection process.
It's a very important part of the entire transaction, doing a home inspection. And one of the reasons why you want to do that home inspection, it's for your protection. The home inspection, you're buying like $250,000, or in some cases, $500,000 house.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's important to have that home inspection.
You look at things like safety and things like that, because your kids are going to be in this. You're going to be in this, electrical to inspect and plumbing to inspect, things that you don't see when you walk in.
Yeah, and not everybody's an expert in plumbing, electrical, HVACs.
And we're not. No, not at all. Yeah.
But the important thing is that you have an inspector who is a neutral third party to the entire transaction. They have no say in how the transaction goes. They're just coming in there to say, hey, here's the things we found. Some inspectors, when they do their report, it can scare people.
Oh gosh, I've had, we work with a certain inspector that we'll have on at some point that does just a phenomenal job inside and out, the bill of health. But I literally, last year, had a buyer open the report and start crying.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
Like, she's like, the house is falling to pieces. I'm like, let's pump the brakes.
Yeah.
It's not falling to pieces. So, yeah, and it can be scary, but it's important. You know,
Yeah.
you want a bill of health just like you want on the car, just like you want on yourself. You go to the doctor, get a checkup, make sure you're doing things right.
You're buying a pre-used house. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
In most cases.
yeah, it's got a history. But even with new construction, I've
Yeah.
heard stories of people having, as a matter of fact, we got a really good friend who bought a new house back in 2016, and before their 1-year warranty was up, they had an inspector come in. They paid the $400 to $600. It all depends
Yeah.
on which inspector. But they had an inspector come in on brand new construction, and they were able to find a laundry list of things that they took back to the builder and said, these still fit under the warranty.
Yeah.
We still need you to take care of them.
The whole thing with the inspection process too is it's a tool that can be used in many different ways. In this market, we've discussed this before, where people are waiving inspections, and there are situations that call for it, and there are situations where we have told people, we're not telling you what to do, but we are letting you know that in this situation, waiving the inspection contingency may help you land this house that you want.
Right.
It can be a scary thing.
Yeah, and we don't, I mean, honestly, I think as a team, we don't recommend going into a situation without
It's
a
not
home
ideal.
inspection. You can still do a home inspection and waive your inspection contingency.
Yeah.
Because the home inspection is for your benefit.
It also depends on what you're comfortable with. We have a buyer right now, over in Tacoma who he's a fix-it-all, right? He can do everything, and there's
Yep.
nothing that really scares him outside of a foundation or something huge like that. And we did that inspection. I mean, you were there for it, and there
Yep.
wasn't one thing that came up that he's like, I mean, everything he was just like, I can do it. It's not a
Yep.
big deal. And if you're that kind of a person, or you have money lying around that you love that house so much, you're like, there's nothing here that I'm unwilling to fix.
Right.
Then maybe you do waive the inspection in that situation.
You don't have to do a home inspection. You definitely want to talk with your lender and find out, because there are some situations where you
some
have
programs.
to do an inspection, but for the most part, it's really for your benefit. I always tell our clients we're looking for safety and health issues.
Correct.
Because you put it in an offer knowing the condition of the carpet, you put it in an offer knowing the condition
Right.
of the flooring in the kitchen.
Right.
So what we're looking for here is we're looking for things that you didn't see when you put in the offer. You didn't see that there was insulation falling down in the crawl space. You didn't see that there was electrical wiring that wasn't properly put into a junction box up in the attic.
Right.
So those are the things, those are safety and health things that you want to be able to go back to the seller and negotiate. And sometimes the seller will fix those things. Sometimes the seller will say, you know what,
We don't want to.
I'm just going to take some money off the top because I don't want to deal with them. And that's part of the whole negotiating process.
Absolutely.
Using that inspection for you.
There's going to be things that pop up on an inspection report. I mean, hundreds
Oh,
of
yeah.
things in some with an older house. You're going to get a report that's maybe 90 pages long, and most of those items, unless they're like you said, a big health or safety issue, you write it on your honey-do list,
Yep.
pin it to the refrigerator.
All right, this weekend I'm taking care of the caulking in the bath and, putting some mold killer on the roof.
That's what you do as a homeowner anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, it's not necessarily things that you ask for, but it's important to have that bill of health so you know what to address.
One final thing about an inspection is that if on top of that honey-do list is the inspector will let you know the age of the furnace, will let you know the age of the hot water heater.
Absolutely.
So you can also calculate into the entire transaction, can we budget to replace this in a year or 6 months or whatever the inspector says the lifespan of that thing might be? Or say the inspector says you got 3 years left on the roof. Can you budget to replace the roof in 3 years? So that's another great thing about an inspection, is that you can plan for the future based off of what you know on the condition of the house right now.
Anybody has any further questions on the inspection process or the importance of them, or whether you should get them or not get them, we're always open to ask questions. Feel free to give one of us a call or shoot us an email. We really appreciate checking out the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below if you have any questions. Let us know. We'll do videos and address them for sure. Check us out at Tahoma Homes Northwest on Facebook, at Tahoma Homes Northwest on Instagram, and be sure to follow us here on YouTube as we drop new videos to you every Friday. Once again, he's Rory. I'm Luke. Tahoma Homes Northwest. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Take care, you guys. Oh dear.
All right, are we back on? 3, 2, 1.
Of course.
C-130 rolling down the strip. All right.
Neighbors are moving their garbage cans. Cars are driving. There's an inflatable killer whale over there that we should be riding on right now. Yes, home inspections are huge for so many different reasons.
Yeah.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I can see it coming. I'm like, it's coming. It's
You
coming.
did nothing to derail the train. Okay, all right. That was funny. Yep. See you next week.